What's up, guys? Today we're testing out the RF 15 to 30 on the Canon R8. So we're at 15 millimeters right now. So as you can see, the middle of the image looks pretty good. The corners are going to be distorted. You can see my fingers are not actually this long. And if you were taking portraits with this lens, you would want to avoid sticking the face here in the corner, because that's not a very flattering portrait right there. So now let's zoom in. You can see my face looks fine in the middle, especially if I take a step back. Like, that's a pretty pleasing image, and it's super wide, 15 millimeters on full frame. So let's go in all the way to 30 millimeters. And that's a nice looking image, you know, pretty pleasing. You could do a portrait at 30 millimeters with this. Not bad. Let's move on outside and see what it looks like out there. So the main reason I do these videos is for myself. I want to know what works for me, what looks good for my YouTube videos, because I make YouTube videos every single day. I've got a skateboarding channel, Michael Relevant, you can check that out, and then I've got this camera channel. So yeah, it's mostly selfish. So this is what it looks like outside. You're not going to get that much bokeh at f4.5. Let's go into f6.3. If you get really close, you might get a little bit of a background separation, but you're not going to get anything that impressive on this lens. This is usually where I test the background blur out here by the trees. Alright, so I've got the image stabilization in the camera turned off. So we've just got image stabilization in the lens. And I'm walking around with just a short tripod, just the top of my tripod disconnected from the legs. And I'm going to walk into the bright sunlight and see what that looks like. See how this camera and lens handle that. The sun is coming from behind me, so I'm going to be backlit. And now I'll turn around to where I'm lit properly. And that's the stabilization on this lens. Now let's head out to the skate park and see what it looks like out there. So say I was teaching somebody how to do a skateboarding trick out here. I have to get my head and my feet in the same shot. You know, I have to be able to talk to the camera and be close enough to the camera, you know, that you can actually hear me well, you know. So could I do this with this lens? Yeah, probably. I mean, it seems I'm about 5 feet away from the camera now. So yeah, I mean, it would work for this sort of thing. So here we are hand holding the camera at the widest 15 millimeters, but I've got the image stabilization in the camera on enhanced. So it's gonna be cropping into the image quite a bit. And that's what it looks like with my arm spread all the way out at 15 millimeters. Of course, if we zoomed in, it would be a really tight shot. So here's another spot. I do a lot of my videos. We're at 15 millimeters. I turn the image stabilization off. So we've got image stabilization in the lens, but not in the body. No digital stabilization right now. And I feel like this looks like a pretty good shot. I do a lot of videos out here in the vertical setting, so I want to test it out vertically too. Oh man, I can't get too close vertically. But yeah, I do a lot of my Instagram Reels and my YouTube Shorts out here in this vertical profile. Oh, look at that distortion. But yeah, that's what it looks like out here. It's really hot. It's like 96 degrees Fahrenheit today. So this is what it looks like out at the skate park. I teach people how to skate on my channel, Michael Relevant. So I'm out here holding skateboards, squatting, showing people how to do flip tricks and stuff. And this is what it looks like at the widest. It is pretty wide. So the Canon 15 to 30 is not as wide as like that Fuji 8 millimeter. That might actually be a better option for this kind of shot. I'm gonna shoot some images. They may be bad. I'm not used to shooting this wide at 15 millimeters on full frame. So we'll see what happens. Do you guys think Braille actually helped skateboarding by making it more accessible to more people, or do you think they actually damaged skateboarding because maybe making it more accessible to more people made it seem less cool to the younger audience? And the younger audience, young kids used to think skateboarding was so bad and so hard and so cool, but now, you know, kids are doing things that are much worse, much more evil, so they have to keep pushing the boundary. And you know how people are really pushing the boundary of things these days, so maybe skateboarding just lost its edge. So that's the Canon 15 to 30mm. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, scroll through my channel, check out my other videos, and hit the subscribe button because I got a lot more videos to come. I'll be doing some more videos with this lens, so stay tuned and check it out.